Good evening, boys and girls. It's me, the pretty one. Yeah, that's just me. I'm the pretty one. Well, don't talk about her. Her hair still is awful and she won't come on the camera. She needs to change conditioners.
I do not.
Well, something. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Joseph. Last time we were talking, he's about ready to get famous again.
How do you mean that?
Famous with the Pharaoh.
Well, I thought the Pharaoh was upset with him and threw him in jail.
Yeah, but he got over it, you know. It's just one of those things. So tonight I want to say this. As next in command to the Egyptian Pharaoh, Joseph had a very important job. He had told the king that there would be 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. Famine sounds delicious.
It's not salmon.
Oh, I like salmon.
No, it's famine.
What's that?
When there isn't any food.
Oh, I don't like that. Don't worry, we stored up a bunch at the house. We won't starve. You told me so. You got crackers for me.
I do have crackers for you. Just read.
Anyway, the number 7 is there again. It's a very good number.
God likes number 7.
Yeah. Anyway, these great storehouses were built and filled with grain as he directed. Silos. Look them up. They're on Google.
Silos. Yes, they are.
Just as God had said, the years of plenty ended. Dun, 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 dun. And nothing would grow. Then Joseph opened his storehouses and sold the grain that he had been saving. Was it nasty?
No, it was dried stuff.
Oh, okay. The people of Egypt began to look to him as their savior, Superman. No, he's just smart, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
The famine, it spread to countries even around Egypt, and some people began coming long distances to buy grain from Joseph. Grain is very good. I'm telling you, us birds, we love it. The crunchier, the better. And
Don't talk about that.
just because it's not about you. Anyway, grain is delicious. Just call it granola. Even the grazing lands of Canaan grew barren and dry. Old Jacob and his 11 sons. Remember, one's missing. Guess who? Yeah, Joseph. His 11 sons, well, they had practically no food left at all. And Jacob called his sons in and said, I hear that there is a food in Egypt. Some powerful governor, don't kid, there had been storing up food and now they were selling it. Go down and buy some grain, only leave Benjamin here with me. He's baby Benjamin, remember?
I remember.
His little legs wouldn't last very long.
No, they wouldn't have.
He's my youngest and I cannot bear to let him go. No. In Egypt, the 10 brothers, because I left one at home, that's 11. They were led to Joseph to purchase the grain. And during those years, they had been separated. Guess what?
What?
That wasn't for you. That was for the kids. Guess what? He had grown from a boy into a great man with whiskers and everything. Yeah, whiskers. Dressing in kingly robes, and they did not recognize him. But Joseph, he recognized them right away. However, he pretended not to know them and spoke harshly, accusing them of being spies. Is he playing with them?
He will in just a few more minutes be playing with them a little. Mm-hmm.
That serves him right. Anyway, the 10 of them were dismayed, at being called spies, and tried to convince this mighty lord, Joseph, that they were honest men, not hardly, trying to buy food to take back to their old father and their younger brother. Want to hear more?
Please do.
What news this was to Joseph! After 20 years to hear that his father, Jacob, was still alive, and baby Benjamin. Joseph began to form a plan in his mind. Tick, 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 tick. Hear the wheels turning? So that he could see his precious younger brother. Is this called scheming?
You said that word the other night.
Yeah, I did. Scheming. You still do not convince me that you're not spies. And he told them, in order to prove that you are honest, one of you must stay here in prison while the rest go home and bring your little brother to me. But he could hardly contain and talking to them, and so he had to leave the room. He had to excuse himself so they would not see him cry. Tears of joy. Well, very worried they should be, the brothers finally decided to let Simeon stay in Egypt while they took the grain home. You know which one I wish they'd left?
Who?
Judah. He was the one, the other story that told him to sell Joseph. Sell him, make some money. Yeah, they should have left him.
No, they didn't.
Then on the way home, they found the money that they had paid for the grain still in the sacks. Ho-ho! Boys, plot thickens. As Joseph had secretly told the workmen to leave it there. And they could not understand what was happening. But they were afraid that God was bringing trouble upon them. Don't blame him. He's got nothing to do with this.
Well, he does, but he doesn't.
Yeah, no, he wasn't doing this. And it was all because they had treated their brother bad. Guilty consciences.
That's what you got.
As much as his sons tried to persuade him, Jacob, the daddy, he refused to let baby Benjamin go back to Egypt. No. But the sacks of grain did not last forever. Yeah, stuff runs out like toilet paper.
I know.
And again, Jacob's house had no grain, no food. This time, the sons remembered the strange ruler and their brother Simeon. They left him. They weren't even thinking about him till now.
Yep, Simeon, sitting there in jail.
Rotten.
No, not really. Bored.
They refused to go to get back. Jacob gave them permission for Benjamin to also go. One of the brothers, Judah, the one I talked about,
Yeah, I heard.
promised to take special care of Benjamin. Oh yeah, he took special care of Joseph, all right. How much you give me for him? That's what he said. Like money.
Yeah, I know.
This time, the Israelite men took a number of gifts with them to Egypt too. And as they bowed low, one wants me to do it. As they bowed low before Joseph again, Joseph could hardly bear to look at his younger brother without telling them who he was. He just wanted to hug him and squish him. But instead, he asked that they have dinner with him in his home.
What are they going to have?
It doesn't matter. It's not the point.
Okay.
Afraid of what this meant, the men approached Joseph's house trying to make explanations for the money that they had found in their grain sacks on the last trip. Instead of receiving a scolding,
What's that?
what you do to me when I'm bad, time out.
Oh.
Instead of giving them like a timeout, they had their brother Simeon given back to them. Talk about get over it. During the dinner, Joseph tried to remain calm as he asked about the health of their father. And as he met Benjamin, he was excited. But once again, he had to leave the room to keep them from seeing the tears of excitement in his eyes. Like my eyes. They look excited? They are. Easter's coming. I'm getting an Easter basket.
I didn't say that.
I'm just planning like the brothers. Anyway, this time, when they left for home, he not only had his servants put the money back in their sacks, but he snuck his own silver cup, placed in Benjamin's bag.
Why?
Just listen. After he had given them time to be on their way, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, he sent his servants to search them and find the cup. Now they look busted.
They do look busted.
The brothers told the servants over and over that none of them had stolen the cup. And when it was found in the sack, they were terrified. After they were led back to Joseph's house. This is all part of the plan.
Oh, yeah.
They fell down before Joseph, trying to explain. Take any of us prisoner except Benjamin. Yeah, why'd they throw Simeon in the jail again?
Yeah, I know.
But they didn't. If he does not return, our old father will surely die. And as they told the story of the old man's love for his son, Joseph could not control himself any longer. He lost it. He held out his arms to them and he cried, I am Joseph! I bet you their jaws dropped open.
Mm-hmm.
They stared, not believing him. But when they saw that indeed it was so, and that he still loved them, they began to beg for his forgiveness. How did they know it was him?
Maybe he had a birthmark or something.
Oh, yeah. Or a scar that they all knew about.
Yeah.
Anyway, they knew it was him. Do not be afraid of me or think that the thing you did was so bad, Joseph told him. It was awful, I'm telling you. It was God's will that I come to Egypt so I could save you from hunger when the famine came. He had guided us all. Who's he?
God.
Oh, capital H. Now go back to Canaan and bring our father here also. So, Jacob and his sons packed up all their belongings and gathered together all their flocks and moved to Egypt, where they could, find food until the famine was over. Because he thought so much of Joseph, Pharaoh, oh, there he is again. Pharaoh gave them a special part of the land. It's called Goshen.
Goshen?
Yeah, rhymes with lotion. See, like that. On which to settle. There, Joseph was able to settle with his father and brothers. Often they would visit. Family reunion.
Got it.
Finally, old Jacob died. Oh man, it just seems like yesterday he was getting born in my story.
I know.
He died. Should we have a moment of silence?
No, you don't have time for a moment of silence. These kids have to get to bed.
But because he had asked it, his sons took his body back to Canaan and buried it in that family cave. The one where Abraham and Sarah, Isaac and
Rebecca.
Oh, yeah, Rebecca. They were buried there too. And everything will continue on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I getting close to Easter, Toy?
You're getting close to one that's going to be called Blood on the Doorposts.
Ooh, that's nothing to do with Easter.
I know, but it will be. It will.
Okay. All